we're going to talk about making a nutritive infusion with oat straw. So nutritive infusions are made with nutritive herbs. These are herbs that do not contain alkaloids that can be harmful in high doses. So things like oat straw, nettles, red clover, red raspberry, the list goes on, and there is a list in the resource section of this video. So for now, what we're going to do, the standard dose for a nutritive infusion is 1 ounce by weight of herb. So I have a scale. I'm going to take my quart jar and zero it out, and I'm going to put in my jar 1 ounce by weight of oat straw. Now, if you don't have a scale handy, it's about a cup by volume. And what we're going to do is we're just going to pour boiling water over our herb. Take my scale out of the way. And we'll just pour some boiling water over this. And we are going to put a lid on this jar, take it from my other jar, and close it tight. Give it a nice little stir. And we're gonna let this sit for 4 hours minimum, up to 12 or overnight. I've let my nutritive infusion brew overnight, so now I'm ready to strain it. So I'm going to unscrew my lid, and I'm just going to pass the herbs through a fine mesh strainer into a collecting vessel. I like to use these 2-cup glass containers. I just find that the strainer sits in there better than if I did it here. You could totally do it here too. I just tend to spill when I do that. So here I just pour it through, and it's okay if the herb goes in. Just want to kind of do it nice and slow. Let all the liquid come through. And I'm just going to press it with my hand to make sure. Usually oat straw doesn't retain a ton of liquid, but I'm just going to pass it through. Give it a nice squeeze. And I'm going to put these herbs back into my jar because we always use our herbs twice, even with our nutritive infusion. I'm just going to gently put them back in. Spilling a little, but that's okay. Great. And now that my herbs are back in my jar, I'm going to refill this with another 4 cups of boiling water, put the lid on, and I'm going to make my second nutritive infusion. Now, with my nutritive infusion that I collected here, sometimes I pass it through a strainer again because, as you saw when I was pouring it in, some of the herbs kind of overflowed into the liquid. So I will pour it in again through my fine mesh strainer into a canning jar. And I usually store my herbs in canning jars, and I put the lid on and I just put them right into the fridge. I like to drink my nutritive infusions iced. I feel like they taste better. You can also drink them warm. It's up to you. You can always store this in the fridge for up to 3 days or until you see signs of spoilage. And if you'd like to drink it warm, you just take it out of the fridge, pour it into a pot, and reheat it. Or if you want to drink it iced, I usually just take my jar with me wherever I'm going that day, and I just sip from it, and it's quite nice. It's a nice way to get your bioavailable vitamins and minerals and really take care of your health.